Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. And watching the Book of Boba Fett has got me thinking about the locations on Tatooine and what is the biggest place. Now, this is the thing that really annoys me about the internet here, because in my own head, Espa was always a bigger place than Mos Eisley. However, if you go on the internet and look for the largest settlement location on Tatooine, they say Mos Eisley. But I've got a big issue with that because Mos Eisley always looks like a small kind of town, whereas on Mos Espa, you always get the impression of it being a much more grandioso city location. And, from what I remember of the prequel DVDs, which I think are excellent, by the way, just for the record, they are very good, and I haven't watched them for a while, but I do remember, I could have sworn, right, that there was one bit where Lucas said that,
with Mos Espa, we wanted to kind of, have something a bit more grander, more exotic.
I thought he said that he wanted something that was bigger. And of course, he did have the technology, as we all know, that he's always stated that, there was no limit to his imagination. But I thought that what he was going for with Mos Espa was bigger than Mos Eisley, a city, as opposed to a town or whatever, a spaceport. Whereas Mos Espa's got a spaceport within the city. But this is what is got me thinking about it again. With the Book of Boba Fett, we are now looking at what could be a new location, right? But it isn't. This is apparently Mos Espa. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of that thing. I'm sounding like Red 2 there, but you know what I mean? It looks massive and it looks brand new. This could almost be a new location. I love Tatooine. I think it's a brilliant planet. I'm never sick of going back there. One could argue that we've been there too many times. Yes. But look at the first episode of Series 2 of Mandalorian. That was so fresh. For me anyway, I can't speak for everybody, but when I saw that Krayt Dragon, and I just thought, wow, this is a side of Tatooine I have never seen before. It was brilliant. I loved it. Mos Pelgo, a new town, new creature. Well, a creature we've never seen. Brilliant. Loved it. The thing about the Book of Boba Fett is we're running the risk of seeing too much of Tatooine, because really, ideally, I would have liked the next thing on Tatooine to have been the Kenobi series. So, when we saw the first episode of Season 2 of Mandalorian with the Krayt Dragon, I thought, wow, I'm all ready now for the Kenobi series. Then, by the end of Season 2 Mandalorian, at the end of the credits, they showed you that they were going to be doing the Book of Boba Fett, which is what we're watching now. It's out now. Obviously, now we're looking at the fact that it's going to be heavily based on Tatooine. So it begs the question, are they going to be overdoing it? I don't know, we'll have to soon find out. But the thing is, about the fact it's set on Tatooine, it got me thinking again about all the locations. Now, there are places that we've heard about for many years. Anchorhead, you've got Mos Eisley, you've got the Toshi station, which is apparently on the fringes of Anchorhead anyway. Anchorhead is like the kind of the capital, and then you've got places like Bestine. Really, for this Book of Boba Fett, I would have liked them to have made what we saw in that canyon. Kind of like, it looks like a crater almost, doesn't it? You know what I mean? A circular section of the city. That could have almost been a new location altogether, which I would have loved that. But apparently this is Mos Espa. So it brings me back to the issue of what's the biggest place? And the internet says Mos Eisley, but I totally beg to differ. I think it should be. I don't know who wrote the rules on this, what book that's based on, what canon novel. But Mos Espa, given you've got the Grand Racing Arena or whatever, the Mos Espa Arena, massive location. You've got the outskirts that you only see on the prequels with Qui-Gon. You only really see the outskirts, but you get the sense that it could lead into a more lush, denser environment of people. But now you see these shots that they've got in the trailer, and obviously you see it in the first episode as well. You think, wow, look at the size of it. It goes on forever. Now, if that is supposed to be smaller than Mos Eisley, God knows how big Mos Eisley is. You do see a little bit of Mos Eisley at the end of the special edition version of Return of the Jedi. You see a T-16 Skyhopper flying by. But I don't know, let me know your thoughts. What's it all based on? If you've got any information that I need to learn on the size of Mos Eisley and how it could be anything bigger than what we're seeing now with this new Mos Espa. And again, let me know your thoughts on the fact that this is Mos Espa that we've gone back to for the Book of Boba Fett. It could have indeed have been a brand new location. It certainly looks like a new place. Despite the fact we know that the Hutts have controlled Mos Espa ever since, that was mentioned by Qui-Gon back in the prequels. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I do enjoy reading comments, so leave them below and let me know anything I have missed or anything. I'm always up for learning new facts and figures on Star Wars. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. out.